guys, and welcome back to another video with me. My name is Savindi if you don't know me, and we are doing an iPad video today. Why? Because you're probably debating on whether or not to get an iPad, right? So technically speaking, an iPad is not as important as a MacBook or a phone, because everybody needs a laptop and everybody needs a phone these days. I don't know how old you need to be to get a phone. Is it 13? When I was 13, I didn't even know what a phone was. That's a lie. Anyways, so technically debating on how old you are, you probably have an iPhone or a laptop, right? You clicked on this video because you want to get an iPad and you want to convince your parents that you need an iPad. Go ahead, I fully support you. I hope you get it. Or you already got your iPad and you don't know what to do with it now. I know, right? That happens. So this video will hopefully help you in understanding why you need an iPad or how to use an iPad if you have one and all those jazz. Okay, let's get into it. Here I have this is the iPad Pro 2021 in 11-inch. It's the color silver. You can't exactly see it, but yeah, it's silver. It has 128 gigabytes of storage because I don't need that much storage in an iPad. I have this cover from Basis. Obviously I still don't know how to pronounce the word, I'm sorry, Basis, and the Apple Pencil, because why not? No, actually you need the Apple Pencil, because apparently I was reading reviews and the first thing you need to know about the Apple Pencil and the iPad is, if you're getting an iPad, please guys invest in the Apple Pencil because it's important. And apparently a lot of styluses that people say works with the iPad breaks down easily and it's not as secure as your Apple Pencil. So let me give you a few background tips. At the end of the video I will talk about why you can probably use this as a laptop and a phone, so stick around for that. The first thing I do with my iPad is I use Procreate. And what is Procreate? Because apparently Procreate also means creating new life. So the first thing I use my iPad for is this app called Procreate. What do I do with Procreate? So okay, if you're a creative graphic-y person, if you like to draw things, or if you like to create things, if you simply think that you can do a lot of your creative things on your iPad, I suggest you get it, because oh my god, it's gonna transform your life, because this is literally amazing. Okay, I would have never been able to draw such nice things on a paper, but on an iPad I can. I drew this, can you believe that? Yes. So I love this iPad for drawing, because I mean the Apple Pencil is just amazing and you can do a lot of creative things on your iPad. So I suggest you get an iPad if you have a lot of creativity flowing through your juices, man. The first thing I use it for obviously is drawing, digital creation, and obviously to create my thumbnails. You might have seen when you clicked on this video that thumbnail is made from Procreate as well. The second thing I use my iPad and Procreate is for to-do lists and planning and all of that. So if you want to go completely digital with all your planning and your note-taking and all of that, trust me honey, you need an iPad. I'm never looking at a notebook ever again, because you need to save the trees. And a lot of paper means you're not saving the trees. So that is why I love the iPad. Oh my god, the sun got brighter. I love the iPad for planning things and writing things and all of that. Let me quickly show you an example of how I use this for writing and planning. This is my weekly goal / timetable-y thing that I made for myself for this week as to plan things. It's easy, it's effective, you have a lot of colors, you have a lot of things to work with. If you have a notebook and a pen, there's only so little that you can do with creativity wise. Technically speaking, if you have an iPad, you have pens, colors, markers, gazillion numbers of different things you can do with it. It has a lot of options. If you want to do bullet journaling, just get an iPad and do it on it, because you save a lot of money in the long run. Okay, if you plan on doing bullet journal for a really long time, I suggest you upgrade to an iPad. And I also like to write my to-do lists on it. If you have been on my Instagram, you may have seen it. This is how I write my to-do list. I will add pictures of all these on the screen, don't worry. So that is basically all the planning and all that stuff that I use my iPad for. But if you're a student, you can even get away with just using Procreate for your notes, because I journal on this and honey, it's my savior. This is a sample of me journaling. Obviously it looks horrible because I know my handwriting looks weird in this. If you want to do gratitude journaling, there are so many templates that you can download off Pinterest and just write on top of it. It's that simple. I downloaded, I know it's cheating, the print of the 5-minute journal onto my iPad, and I use this every day. I'm trying to use it every day to journal. I mean, how fun is that, right? I don't have to buy the entire journal. I can just use a picture from Pinterest and just keep writing on it. So yes, that's a few ways you can use Procreate to enhance your day. Okay, now let's actually move on to like the real stuff of this iPad. Second thing, second segment is note taking and all of that. If you're a student, always, like I said, it's always good to go digital. You can sync things, you can sync it to your laptop, to your iPhone, you can print stuff if you want to, but it's always good to have it in your iPad because a flood could come and you could ruin all your books. But an iPad will always have your data. Even if the iPad physically gets destroyed, all your data will be synced into this account. This is why it's so good to have digital notes, so that you know, even in case of an avalanche or whatever it is, if you lose all your belongings, you still have your notes, which is the more important thing of life, right? Yeah. For note taking, if you're a student, it's always nice to have an iPad because you can just write, take notes, take beautiful notes. Here are a few pictures of how beautiful notes can be. This is from Pinterest, not mine. It's so therapeutic. Literally, take notes on your iPad. Third segment or third-ish thing is if you're reading books. Everybody reads books, okay? I love reading books, and there are a few books that I actually haven't been able to get my hands on physically because I love writing on books. I love writing, I love annotating on books, just businessy books, just to see what I'm feeling when I'm reading them, and like all those tiny notes and inspirations for me when I'm reading a book. There are some books that I cannot access in Sri Lanka, so there's this website called zlib.org. I'm not sure if it's called zib, like lib or lib. That website has free downloadable PDFs of books. Cannot get more amazing than this. I go to this website and I download books from it, and it automatically syncs with my Apple book, whatever it's called. This is the book I'm currently reading. It's called You're a Badass at Making Money. No, that does not mean I finished You're a Badass at Life, the yellow color book. I'm still reading it. I know, I'm gonna be reading it until I die. I'm like in the last few pages now. Can you see how big that is? It's like a Kindle. The thing about a Kindle is if you get a Kindle, you cannot do other things while you're waiting in a room, right? I mean, no one's gonna read 24/7. Okay, honey, calm down. So if you have an iPad, you can, even if you're stuck at a dentist appointment, you could be doodling on it. But if you have a Kindle, you can't do that, right? Yeah. So the good thing about me reading on my iPad is I used to read on phone. I still read on my phone sometimes, but it's bad for my eyes, and now I have to wear glasses with blue light filters on it, which means my eyesight's getting bad. Why? Because you're always on devices. That's also true. Damn it. Don't read on iPads. But if you do love reading online, use the bigger screen, honey. Phones are small and they have a lot of eye strain on it, and if you just read on an iPad, that's at least better, right? And the screen's big, and that means you have a lot of visibility to read the words and stuff. And also you can annotate on this thing. Just go to the, like, you can edit PDFs. You just have to go to the markup thing on your iPad thing, and then just highlight, write things. I will put a picture of the thing I've done over here. It's literally amazing, guys. If you're a book lover, you have to get an iPad. Also helps you track your reading goals and to see how much you've read throughout the day. Next thing is watching movies. If you watch movies while you're on a train or in the bus or like car, I don't know. If you're watching movies while you're traveling and you used to watch it on your iPhone, honey, get an iPad. Big screen is helpful. You can't open your laptop in the middle of a bus, right? An iPad is amazing. You can just take it like this, and the magnetic case helps really nice because it just makes a triangle like this. Well, I watch Netflix, YouTube, and all of that on this while I'm working sometimes on my laptop. If I'm like writing a blog post or something and I'm just bored, like sometimes a blog post takes forever to write. Trust me, it takes forever. I just put Netflix in the background, like Friends or something, because I know what's happening in the episode. So I just put that, or sometimes I listen to my playlist on it because doesn't it look pretty? For Netflix, for YouTube, for Spotify, for any watching of a movie, if you don't want to just bust up your laptop in the middle of a bus or like a train, like I said, it's always good to have an iPad. Games. Oh my god, games. Games, if you're a gamer or if you just like playing normal games, like Piano Tiles, for example, I love that game. I used to love that game when I was a kid, and now that I have my iPad again, I'm playing it actually. It's amazing to have a big screen. Even Plants vs Zombies, which I used to love as a kid. It's amazing to actually play games on your iPad because it's big. Screen is big. Again, like I said, you can, even if you're on a train or a bus or something, you can't just open your laptop in the middle of the bus and just play a game, right? But if you have an iPad, you can do that. And also it's better because some games don't come to your MacBook. If you have Android, if you have like a Windows laptop, great, you can hack it into your laptop. But if you have a MacBook, there's no chance you are gonna get that game anyway, so you can get it on your iPad. If you're a huge gamer and all your friends are playing this really cool game that you didn't have on your laptop, you can play it on your iPad. Yes, if you are a YouTuber or a graphic designer or some sort of person like that, if you have Canva and all of that, it's very easy to actually just take your pencil and just edit things on Canva. It's super easy because you just open Canva, you go create design, your thumbnail, and it's easier than actually going on a laptop and doing it. You just drag and drop, simple. And then you can just move things around, select things, and just reproportionate it any way you want, and that's great. And also Procreate helps with removing background, so it doesn't matter if you have Canva Pro or not, because I completely ditched Canva except to make like collages and stuff, because I need the right proportionate. So it's, yeah, I mean, there's so many ways you can be creative with an iPad. Even if you're not a creative person, I'm pretty sure your creativity would like flow when you start doing things on your iPad. So if you're looking for an iPad, I suggest you get one, because now for the part that you were waiting for. How can an iPad rule the world? Because it can. For example, this iPad is the 2021 11-inch, right? But they also have a 2021 12.9-inch, which, my friend, is currently the same size, like kind of the same size as this. It's a freaking MacBook without the keyboard. But then you can also buy the keyboard separately, the Magic Keyboard that kind of syncs with your thing, and then voila, that's a laptop. And the good thing about the iPad laptop is that it's touchscreen, which your MacBook is not. This is not touchscreen, but this is touchscreen. It's like you get a laptop, you get a keyboard, and your laptop is also touchscreen. Like, how good is that? The new iPads come with Wi-Fi or cellular, which means you can put your SIM card over here and use it as a phone. It's kind of awkward to take calls like hello, like that, but still, I mean, you can just connect your AirPods or like earphones or something and use it as your phone if you want to save money on buying an iPhone and a MacBook. Guys, I'm serious. Is Apple trying to lose sales? What are they doing? What are they doing? Because people are gonna stop buying MacBooks, they're gonna buy iPads from now on. Anyways, because I mean, that's so cool, right? You can remove the keyboard whenever you don't want it and use it as an iPad, and then when you do want it, you just put it in and just use it as an iPad. Genius. But Apple, people are gonna stop buying MacBooks and they're just gonna buy iPads, and you're gonna lose sales, honey. I want to support you, so please come up with a new system. And it's getting hotter now because I think it's starting to rain. So that is the end of our segment of how I use my iPad. Technically speaking, I use it for a lot of planning and graphics, and also watching a lot of Netflix and gaming. So if you want to buy an iPad and you want to see if you can use it as a laptop, honey, go for it. You can you need to just buy the Magic Keyboard, because I think that's extra, like 60,000, I think, which is $300 in US money. Yeah, if you want to commit to that, you can, because like I said, it can do much more things than MacBook can do. But if you want to edit videos, the downside is it does not include Final Cut Pro. So if you're an editor, you will obviously still have to go for this baby, because it doesn't give a lot of editing softwares like the MacBook has. So that's just one downside of using an iPad as a laptop, but you still can. They have iMovie, so you can still edit videos. Yes, I hope this was helpful. If you're looking to buy an iPad, trust me, go get it. It's the best thing I ever had in my entire life, because you can draw on it, you can be creative on it, you can be silly on it, you can be crazy on it, you can be aesthetic on it, you can do a lot of things on it. Guys, go get your iPads. I hope you like this video. If you did, like, comment, and share with your friends. Comment down below if you want to see more Apple product videos like this, as I enjoy making them. If you want a MacBook video, please comment yes, because I will make one for you. And I will see you next time. Thank you guys. Bye.